Good morning, folks. It's Friday morning, and my wife just went in to pay the light bill. So she told me to pick up the camera and do a little bit of blogging. And if I don't, I'm going to get my butt whipped. It's just cosmetic.
All right, so we just left the parking lot of Ross and Target, and Joe saw a Chevy Traverse, right? Parked there. This is what he asked me. You wouldn't drive something like this? And so I'm like, when did I say that? And he says, why do you and Jada answer me the same way each time I ask you this question about cars? I'm like, well, let's dissect this, Joe. He goes, is it the tone? Because I don't know how to soften my tone. I'm like, no, it's not tone and inflection in that. It's the verbiage that you used. The right way to ask that question is, would you drive something like this?
That's what I asked.
That's positive. Would you drive something like this? You're asking a legitimate question.
That's what I asked you.
That's not what you asked.
What I asked.
You said, you wouldn't drive something like this?
I said, would you drive something like this?
You all heard how he changed it, right? You wouldn't drive something like this? I'm like, I never said that. Why? And I guess that's the same way Jada answered him. And so when he's all like, why you guys? I said, well, let's dissect this. If two people are saying the same thing about you, Joel, then it's not the people, it's you. So I went to, where'd I go? Ross? Went to Ross. I went to Payless. Let me tell you something. Payless ain't no Payless name no more. They should change the name. That's like when my pantry is full. Jory says, I'm gonna open it up and show your viewers that this ain't no bare pantry. So but Payless should be called Pay More. You know, there was a little joke about Payless back in the day where it said Payless shoes ain't got no grip, make you slip and bust your lip. And that's where I'm trying to go to get shoes. But let me tell you, the same shoes that I saw at Ross were the same shoes that I saw at Payless.
How much Ross want?
Ross wanted $39 for the shoe, Payless wanted $34. So I guess it was a little bit less. But remember the day when you used to buy a shoe at Payless for $14.99? And what they used to sell Pro Wings, right? Pro Wings tennis shoe. Remember them? Remember them days? Yeah, so I'm trying to get some flat black shoes for the summer because these ones, let me put my purse back here. Let me show you these ones right here. These comfy ones are old and one of them have paint on it. Let's see. See? This one has paint on it. Because I wouldn't put my good shoes on to paint in, but people will grab your shoes to do crap, like Jada. Grab your shoes and put it on to do stuff that you wouldn't do in your own shoe. So anyways, we're going to Walmart here in Fontana to see what they have because I really need flat shoes for the summer. We plan to go back to Sherry Shepherd's Play again in May before it ends. I think maybe May 10th we'll go back. I'm trying to invite an entourage to go with us. So I'm inviting Mario, but I don't know that Mario can go because Mario works the early shift at Fox 11. And he starts his shift at 4. So I got these. Pretty cool for the summer, right? They're pretty flat, which is what I need. A lot of traction is what I need. No slip. Look at my shoes done. Shoe cam. Joshua likes that it's glossy hair and matte hair. I like that it stays on my feet. And this is what Joe does to me. He'll park close to something and go figure it out. I don't want to figure it out, Joel. I want to be able to get in without twisting my hip out of socket.
Hey.
What?
I'll leave right to let you walk home.
I can walk it too. I got energy and strength. I'm well rested. Oh, I just gonna stop and buy me some water. Nobody said I wouldn't buy water. Chancey, man. I gotta let him know I am not disabled, okay? I can walk home. I just can't squeeze my fat butt in those little narrow spots. It's like, why? Why?
Right.
You had all the space to get out there and you slim. You're gonna put me in that little tight spot next to that bar.
You are like you 300
Then you
pounds.
wonder what my problem. No, it's not even about being overweight or whatever. It's like that's too close to even open the door. I don't want to
I could get out there.
I don't want to mess up the door of the car. Look, he wrote that crap all over his car. That's illegal. He wrote the number on the side of the car. It's illegal to write your for sale signs and stuff on the side of the car. You have to write on the back because people are going to be driving and looking like that to see, and then they will get in wrecks. That's why it's illegal. So I'm heading home. Are we going to the gym today? I gotta eat first though. The Tucson, see? People keep saying it's a who makes a Tucson? Hyundai, same Hyundai. People keep calling it a Hyundai Tucson, but it's a Hyundai Santa Fe. Same difference, huh? Same difference.
Same breed of dog.
I've been seeing Oprah make the rounds all over morning TV, promoting a movie that she's in, and she might even be producing or directing. And I've been waiting for it to come out in the theaters. And I finally went to go Google it because we kept not seeing it on the list. And I found out that it's coming on HBO tomorrow. Wait, no. It's not tomorrow. It's been out. The 22nd. Where have I been? I don't know why I thought tomorrow was... So it's been on HBO. So I have to go find it because I want to see that movie. It's The Incredible Life of Henrietta Lacks or something like that is the name of it. Does she still work there?
You know, you want this stuff?
No, you can take it out. I'm okay.
No, pet there, bro. That I want some money.
Joe's going in there to buy his lottery, his lotto ticket, Marie. I've edited some of this video already, and I saw the part where Joe told you guys that I was going to beat his butt if he didn't vlog. He can't say vlog. I don't know what's going on with Jada's hair.
It's wild.
Jada, I was on the bike riding, and this guy came and sat 3 bikes away from me. He stunk so bad, I had to put my, like this. I know he saw me. I know he saw me do that. I need to start taking some kind of perfume to smell or something over. The guy smelled like a hobo. Jory brought them. Why?
Oh, they're warm?
Jada hair looks cray-cray.
It's Diana Ross, whatever.
Come show Diana Ross.
No.
Anyways, we just got back from the gym. I'm glad I went. This shoulder is still kind of hurting, so I didn't work this out. I gave it a rest. But someday soon, y'all. Someday soon. I've been doing really, really great with my stomach. You guys have not heard me complain. And I think it's the papaya enzymes. Jada, have you been eating the papaya enzymes?
Yeah.
Like often though?
Did everybody eat the cones? I'm gonna kill somebody.
I just have one.
What cone? Describe the cone.
I said, this stuff for me.
Ice cream.
That was like 2 days ago.
I said one day, I said, this stuff for me.
Let me start doing
The ice cream was not worth it. It hurt my stomach so bad. 11 Escalade, and that's the retail. 11,000. 11,000.
13,200.
13,000. Dang. I remember when your brother bought his and he like put his house on hot to buy that stupid. Y'all, even if Joe wasn't selling cars for a living, I would never buy a new car ever again. I've only had, 3 new cars in my entire life. We got a 1995 Astro van, right? We paid it off, kept it for 10 years, sold it. Then we bought a 2005 Chevy Suburban. We bought that on a lease because we figured we could write it off through the business. And then in 3 years, they call us? No, in 2 years. They called us back and said, bring it in, get the new one. So we got an 07 Tahoe. And that's like my favorite car is the Tahoe. And after we had to get rid of that when the recession hit and everything went haywire, we bought a Jeep, kept it for 4 years. And then we bought this Tahoe that I have right now. And I don't think I would ever buy a new car ever again because you pay through your nose forever. And it just seems like that 30 days goes by so quickly for when that car payment is due again. Joshua, I know someone. I'm not gonna call no names.
Right.
But I'm not gonna say if it's a boy or girl. I'm gonna say they.
Mm-hmm.
I think they don't lost their minds. They're coming up with all these conspiracy theories about everything in life. And I'm getting scared.
Oh, oh yeah.
I feel like everybody who lives in that house goes cuckoos. That's the second person that's lived in that house that's gone cuckoos. That house is cursed. It's the house. I'm gonna sprinkle some blessed oil at that when I go there again.
Just took a pile of sand. Salt.
You know when the pastor says, "Bring the oil next week because we're gonna bless the oil." You know, people come up with a little bitty bottle like this size. You know, little bottle of oil, like my little bottle of oil. You should see these people walk down the aisle with a big 5-gallon bottle of oil. I'm like, what the hell they gotta
get
go
my
do?
blessing. I don't blame him. He didn't specify the size.
Sometimes he has to be very specific and say, "Look, don't bring no big old gallon bottle in here. Bring a small bottle." I don't know if you guys know this, but there's 4 months out of the year that's called sweeps month. It's February, May, July, and November. You guys remember that, okay? February, May, July, and November. When you see those 4 months roll along, that's when they're going to bring all your new shows, new episodes of the shows. They're going to bring reruns. Also, you're going to see these investigative reportings happen on TV, like on the news, where they're going to bring up all these stories that they want to investigate. You'll also see, you know, more hard-hitting commercials and stuff during those months. That's sweeps months. That's when they take all the ratings for the whole year and stuff. And so right now we're coming into May, so you're gonna see a lot of your shows bring new shows, new episodes. You'll see Dr. Phil bring the most racy of shows on, where, you know, it's far-fetched things that you wouldn't normally see on Dr. Phil. And so they do all that stuff to get ratings. So, and if you're in news and stuff in those months, you can't take no day offs. That's the ratings months. So we already went through one February. We're getting ready to go through one in May, and then July, and then November. I don't know why they set up those months. And I don't know that they still have Nielsen ratings box that they put inside people's homes. But when I was younger, I had a Nielsen ratings journal where I had to write down in the journal everything that I watched. And everything that I watched, they would say, like, so many people within a, you know, so many mile radius watch that, even if they didn't. So that's how it works. So if I have the Nielsen ratings journal and I say that I'm watching Blue Bloods at 10 o'clock, it'll say that all these people around here are watching Blue Bloods and they might be watching something else. So that's how the ratings game is played. I will see you guys tomorrow night, okay? Pray for me that I sell these cards this weekend. They're ready. They're working. The price is right. I've got all my paperwork. And I am hoping to bring some good news by Monday. But I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it. Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
Splash?
Yeah.